Shalom Akim. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, call Halayim, Lo Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash, and the water, Yahawah, Bashim Yahawashi for the spirit and truth. As always, giving double honors to my head apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit by the thumb. And as always, salutations to the Zakani wa Akim across the four corners of the earth. They're teaching this truth in sincerity, faith, and honesty. And Shalom Habatham Lahabachariim, Shal Yasha Allah, which is peace and love to the elect. Of Yasha Allah, which consists of your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, I'm not fellow servant. Call me Yasha Allah back with another lesson through the Spirit. And I pray and hope this is edifying to the sincere Akim wa Akwath. All right, so pretty much I'm going to title this video around the words of Yahawashi had the sins of the world upon him. All right, okay, and you know, because pretty much to this day, all right, 2019, today is October the 1st. All right, and pretty much you have particular people here walking the planet Earth, all right, that believe that Mashiach Yahawashi, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ, or who's a so-called Negro, so-called black man, the line from the tribe of Judah, or Yahawadah, in the Lashwan Kodash, all right, they believe that Yahawashi, Mashiach, died for the entire planet Earth, all right, and all these souls here on the earth. No, all right, when you go into that very world, it has different definitions, all right. He died for a particular nation of people within a nation, or a nations within a nation of people, which the scriptures even refers to as a world. So matter of fact, let me get that real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in Yahawashi. So that's another cut right there of who's going to be saved, all right, if he that endured to the end. The Israelites, man. They shall not be ashamed. It's like it. But Israel shall be saved in Yahawashi with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. That's right. So Israel, all right, is that world, all right, without end, meaning cosmos, a particular government or a particular nation of people. All right. So the scriptures refer to Israel as a world without an end. Why? Because the nation of Israel, as it is written, all right, we are the sands of the sea, but yet a remnant shall return. All right, so from there, okay, let's go to Isaiah, all right, chapter 53, okay? This is Isaiah chapter 53, and I'm going to start at verse 4, all right? And it reads, surely he hath borne our griefs. And read that again. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. That's right. So Yahawashi HaMashiach, the Most High Yahweh put the Spirit on Yahawashi to bear our griefs and to carry our sorrows, man. That's why the cross of Yahawashi, all right, was the heaviest cross or the heaviest lot or the heaviest burden, all right, if you will, all right, to bear when it comes down to being sent on the planet Earth to be judged to the Heavenly Father, man. Because Yahawashi didn't only die for the sins of Israel, but he ultimately died for his sins when he was King Solomon as well, man, in reincarnation. So the Lord carried the sorrows of the whole nation of Israel, man. It said, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of the Most High, and afflicted. All right, but he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes are we healed. Right, so Yahawashi was wounded because of our transgressions. And what is transgressions? Sin. Sin is transgression of the law, man. Okay? So he was bruised for our iniquities. And that's why when you go to the book of Hebrews, because the nation of Israel always needed a sacrifice. And that's why the Lord said obedience is better than sacrifice. Why? Because the obedience of the belief of Yahawashi is to be required, which the elect have attained it and the rest were blinded. Why? Because the stumbling stone, which is Yahawashi, was always a rock of offense to the nation of Israel, because they never believed on the Lord. They was waiting for, that's why Yahawashi said, this foolish generation, they seek it for a sign. See? But the sign was right in front of them. Okay? That's why Hebrews chapter 2, I'm going to get right to the point. It says, it's like, yeah. Give me 1 second. Oh, here we go. Hebrews 2 and 9. Hebrews chapter 2, verse 9. But we see Yahawashi, who was made a little lower than the angels, right, taking on his flesh, because what the law could not do, it was weak through the flesh. You see, so Yahawashi had to come down in his flesh, all right, and die for the nation of Israel, the world of Israel, and bear the sins of the world. Okay, see, the world of Israel, But we see Yahawashi, who was made a little lower than the angels for the suffering of death, crowned with glory and honor, that he by the grace of the Most High should taste death for every man. So Yahawashi tasted death for what? Every man of that world, which is what? The world of Israel. All right, matter of fact, I got another precept. All right, going to the book of 1 Peter's. Okay, this is 1 Peter's chapter 1, verse 18. And it says, for as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things as silver and gold from your vain conversations received by traditions from your fathers, right? And what? Our people, as soon as they came out of Egypt, what did? They built themselves molten images, golden calves, and so forth and so on, even going back into the split with Jeroboam and Rehoboam, man. Jeroboam, what? He caused the northern kingdom, all right, the 10 tribes, all right, or if you will, the 9 tribes, if you will, all right, the northern kingdom, all right, starting with Ephraim on down, okay, to Issachar, all right, what? He caused them to worship a golden calf, and he said, "O Israel, let these be your gods. Let these are the your gods that delivered you from all your bondage, man." Okay. But what? He 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 18 says, for as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things as silver and gold from your vain conversations received by tradition from your fathers, which is the worshiping of false idols. All right, but verse 19 says, but with the precious blood of Hamashiach, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot. So that's why the scripture said, well, he shall taste death for every man, being what? That sacrificial lamb to make us what? Let's get it. Okay? What is the importance of Yahawashi's blood? What is the importance of Yahawashi's blood? This is why you have the body of Hamashiach here today walking the planet Earth in the unity of the faith. This is Revelation chapter 5, verse 9. And they sung a new song, that they is the elect. It says, saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation. So what is that talking about? The 12 tribes of Israel, because that is the world, all right, without end. The world, all right, without end is whose sins is upon the cross, all right, which is on the back of Yahawashi, okay, when he was walking, all right, the planet Earth in suffering, all right, so that prophecy can be fulfilled, okay. And this is the point, verse 10. This is what Yahawashi made us by the blood of his, by the precious blood that was spread, all right, for the nation of Israel. That's why by his stripes we are healed, because he was a pleasurable sacrifice in the eyes of the Lord. And that's in Isaiah the 53rd chapter 2. It pleased the Lord to bruise him. Verse 10. And has made us into our power, the Most High, kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. So that's the importance, going back to 1 Peter chapter 1. Verse 18, all right? It says, verse 19, but with the precious blood of Hamashiach as of a lamb without blemish and without spot, you see, who verily was foreordained before the foundations of the world, but was manifest in these last times for you. Ooh. So what? Yahawashi was manifested and preordained in these last days for us, so that what? Through the patience and the faith of the saints, we might have hope. Hope that what? When the Lord Yahawashi HaMashiach returns, what? That we shall be changed just like him. All right? Okay? So matter of fact, let's go ahead and get this in the book of Revelations, chapter 7. Okay? Because now we got the world of that world that Yahawashi died for. All right? And that world whose sins, all right, was on the cross of Yahawashi. All right? And out of every nation and out of every kindred, meaning the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, and chiefly the elect, who the Lord said he prayed for, and he prayed not for the world, okay, because when he came unto his own received him not, which would be who? Those nations, see, the people, man, the Israelites, okay. Revelations chapter 7, verse 14, it says, and I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest, and he said unto me, these are they which came out of great tribulation. Who is it speaking about? The elect. That's why in the book of James 2:5 it says, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world? Poor because of what? Poor because we are not rich in the eyes of the people, nor successful, Going back into the two disciples that dropped their fishing poles and follow Yahawashi, to suffer with him that they may be glorified together. Going back into the book of Romans, the 8th chapter, if we suffer with him, we shall be glorified with him. Okay? So this is the poverty. You see, this is the tribulations. These are the temptations that a man have to go to when it comes down to serving Yahawashi. So that's why it says, and I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest, and he said unto me, these are they which came out of great tribulations, and have washed their robes, where? And made them white in the blood of the Lamb. So once again, this is the importance of the blood of Yahawashi, all right, and why he had to bear. He was the only one that can bear the sins of the world. See? All right, so now I'm going to go to Revelations, all right, chapter 14, verse 1. All right, and it reads, and I looked, and lo, a lamb, that lamb is who? Yahawashi. It says, stood upon the Mount Zion, all right, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their forehead. That's right, and 144,000 is the elect, all right, okay, because the elect, all right, was with Yahawashi, all right, in the beginning, man, okay. The importance of Yahawashi Hamashiach, his blood being spread for the nation of Israel, okay, is so that we can be nigh unto the Most High, okay. All right, so with that, Lord's word is edifying to the elect. Till the next time, I say shalom.